Hello. My name is NicholassRivas, and I do videos on politics and stuff. And today we're going to be playing some Dead by Daylight, but also talking about the evilness of the Republican Party. In recent times, uh, I've been more and more vocally against the Republican Party, more so than support of Democrats, right? Like, I'm just disgusted more. Seems like a no crap, like, we should all keep this in mind that the Republican Party is just being trash and has always been adversarial to the Democrats just to be adversarial. They're just the other team. And I'm not saying Democrats don't do that, but it's definitely in recent times become more and more apparent that they don't even want to work with any Democrats on any good legislation. Whereas during the Trump presidency, there was definitely moments where Trump did something good and the Republicans were, falling in line, and the Democrats were like, no, we're going to just be the opposition. And so in doing so, we definitely had moments of good legislation that potentially could have been shut down because of the Democrat Party and their biases against Trump. But the realistic aspect of it all is that most people in the Democrat Party were voting with Trump to get things done. It's statistically provable. Like it's provable. Like legislation under Trump was like passed. Wouldn't say bipartisanly, but definitely more so than we see now, where every single Republican's voting no on legislation, which is arguably good. The formula for the baby formula bills, the access to what is it? The Inflation Acts, the infrastructure bills. Everything's been shut down by the Republicans. It's not even close. Like one or two maybe defect from the party, but it's majority or Republicans voting against their interest of their own people. It's disgusting. It's sad. I'm kind of expecting it at this point with the political gridlock we saw with Obama. I'm not surprised, but man, just the thought of just how prevalent it is for these idiots to just vote on everything is disgusting. And what got me in recent times was the access to contraceptives. That bill was shot down majority by Republicans. And you hear that and you go, okay, what was in the bill that made Republicans so disgusted? What made them so, we have to do something, right? Like, we can't vote on this. Wholeheartedly, the Republicans voted against the access to contraceptives bill because they hate you. They fucking hate you. This is not me being hyperbolic. This is not me trying to be on my team's side. The access to contraceptive bill, I've read up and down, has nothing in there that I think people should be worried of or scared of. It's disgusting to even think that the Republican Party was even trying to convince us of this. I've seen people say, well, it's a federal government protection of, it's guarantee of access to contraceptives, IUDs, condoms, basically anything that's non-mishmortion, which for the longest time people have argued against, which is fine. It's maybe a religious aspect, maybe a moral aspect, something, right? And so it's, damn it, this guy got me. So it's like an understandable, like, even though I disagree, I'm like, well, I kind of get people's religious ideology can, definitely triumph over many logical mindsets when it comes to like logistics of life, right? Like, I get it. I'm not saying you don't have to be logical to be religious, but you can have moments where you go, my religion says no to this body autonomy thing. Fair, normal portion of life, happens all the time. Literally what we've been battling for years and years. And so when you look at the contraceptives, there's arguments that I've seen where they're saying, it's the federal reach. The government shouldn't have this federal reach. And I hear that with a lot of topics. Like, I know they're arguing about gay marriage, which is another fucking idiotic thing to even think about. But they're arguing about gay marriage. And it's an argument that, the states should be the ones to dictate this, and it's a state thing. We're not against gay people, we're just against the state and their overreach of power, or the government's overreach of power, right? That's the mindset. So when you have this gets shit at me. When you have Republicans arguing against the topics like gay marriage or the accessibility to contraceptives, they default to this. Well, it's just us being protective of states' rights. Like the states should be able to be able to make up their own decisions. I don't like that argument because I think I'm like, end goal is I want protection on contraceptives, and you're telling me, well, let's let the states decide when we could just nullify. Like, if you're for this, if you're for gay marriage, right? And someone goes, let's legalize this, and you go, well, I'm for it, but it's just the states, man. We gotta really protect the states. Like, it sounds like you're protecting the states more than the person. Like, that argument always made me feel disgusted because I think it's very I think it's very cowardly. Like, if you were just to admit that, hey, I'm just not for this, I think I would have a little bit more respect for you as a person, but you don't. You're defaulting to an argument that kind of, I don't know, doesn't really pertain to the conversation. That's like, man, we really got to do something about this leak. And someone goes, oh, that should be the plumber's decision. Like, what? No, like, let's just fix this right now. Let's call a plumber. We should really think about how the plumbers feel about being called. Like, they're discussing things that aren't necessarily pertaining to the topic itself. And that just feels disgusting. Like, it doesn't want to address the problem at foot, right? Or in front of us. And so, I don't know. It's really disgusting. A second argument is the more religious aspect of people saying that, like, abortion and contraceptives are against their moral or, religious ideology, right? Like, it's going against them in some sense. And so I guess that argument is something I can't really defend, where I just go like, look, hey, I get it. That's just, I can't change your moral mindset. I don't get it. And I think it's kind of dumb to think that, like, look, we can't have abortions. Okay, well, at least have contraceptives. Nope, not that either. That's also against the Bible. Like, I don't get the morality to it. I think people should have access. And if end goal is to, I'm looking at this logistically, like, people give a shit about logistically, but they're partisan in their mindsets. They are tribal in their mindsets. They don't want you to have any body autonomy. And I think that should be the most apparent when it comes to these conversations. But I think ultimately, if you are logistic with things and if you are forward thinking with things, you should be able to say, end goal, what do I want to do with these things? I want to have less abortions in this country. Okay, how do you do it? Do you make abortions illegal? Do you make it, I don't know, more accessible to have Plan Bs or contraceptives? Like, there's routes we need to take that can be taken, that make sense, that don't contradict each other, but they make it look like it is being contradictive to have, what are you encouraging sex by having these children get access to contraceptives? Like, what? No, dog, they're gonna have sex anyway. Like, I thought the end goal was to stop abortions, And so I take it cowardly. I take it pathetic that they just don't want people to have body autonomy. Like, that's what I just look at it like, and that's the shit I just can't stand. I mean, I already can't stand the idea that we're outlawing abortion anyway, that we're doing this to our own people. Like, we're really we're having a federal reach when it comes to these access to our own body items. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me, but they're not consistent. These are people who don't care about you. These are people who are evil. And that's why I preface, like, this whole setup was just to show, like, they don't like you, And it's not foreign to say that they fucking hate you, right? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not crazy for saying this. And I set it up, I think, perfectly, that to show that, hey, look, if you really want to do good in this world, don't vote for these fucking idiots. Like, they don't give a shit about you. They don't want to give a shit about you. They're monsters. Oh god. Oh god, I just got killed. So yeah, like, I don't know. It's very disgusting to me that this is even an argument. That like I'm not encouraging you to vote for Democrats, which I think you should. But my basic thing is, like, just don't vote for fucking Republicans. They don't care about you. I think I'm fucking dead, right? Am I dead? Yeah, I'm fucking dead. Well, she's gonna get spotted. You're gonna get spotted so fucking fast. But yeah, that's basically it. I definitely my babbles and randoms and kookiness of it all. But yeah, I don't know. It just disgusts me that this is even a conversation to be had. Like Republicans being against any sort of contraceptives is just really stupid and ridiculous, and their end goal doesn't make sense. It's either just a body autonomy. Yeah, this guy's gone. Oh, maybe. Let's see. No, he gonna dip. Those other guys might try to sit. Damn, they're taking a long time to heal. Oh, yeah, I'm so fucking dead. Well, thank you guys so much. Y'all have a good one. And, you know, keep it frisky, keep it risky, and baba booey. Peace.